Hi Strongholders, Sean here. I wanted to share some significant developments that are shaping Stronghold's strategic direction for 2025 and beyond. In Wyoming, where Tammy and I were attending the SALT Blockchain Symposium, discussions centered on digital asset treasuries, DATs, pioneered by MicroStrategy, now simply called Strategy, that's quickly becoming a popular corporate practice. At the symposium, Eric Trump and the American Bitcoin team detailed their approach, mining Bitcoin to achieve the lowest possible cost basis for corporate treasury allocation. While Strategy blazed the trail by putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, companies like American Bitcoin are innovating on the model by controlling their cost basis through mining operations. Combined with ETF structures, DATs represent a maturation of corporate digital asset strategies validated by companies such as Strategy. Additionally, while we're in Wyoming, a Japanese startup called JPYC announced they'd received regulatory approval to launch Japan's first regulated yen-pegged stablecoin later this year. The following week in Tokyo, we met with the founder of JPYC to discuss potential collaboration. JPYC has achieved something critical: regulatory compliance in one of Asia's most stringent markets. While other projects continue to grapple with Japanese financial regulations, they've secured the necessary approval and institutional backing to operate. This positions them as an ideal partner for Stronghold's renewed focus on international payments. Let me provide some context. Over the past few years, Stronghold deliberately concentrated on our domestic US payment infrastructure and customer base. This foundation was essential. However, cross-border payments remain core to our vision. We're now returning to this mission, but with a fundamentally different approach. Rather than attempting to launch proprietary stablecoins in multiple jurisdictions, we're establishing partnerships with best-in-class, regulated operators in key markets. JPYC represents exactly this type of strategic alliance. Our Tokyo meetings also included Mina no Ginko, or Everyone's Bank in Japanese, a digital-first institution that understands the convergence of traditional banking and the digital future. International payment rails require more than technology. They require banking partners who can navigate both regulatory frameworks and provide actual infrastructure. These relationships are fundamental to our expansion strategy. Many of you may be familiar with Stronghold's earlier work, including the creation of our own line of stablecoins, Stronghold USD, for retail and separate institutional use, including a version we created for our partnership with IBM. We're heading back to those international roots, but with a different approach. Instead of building all the infrastructure ourselves, we're partnering with established operators who already have the regulatory approvals and local payments access and expertise. This opens us up to markets and capabilities that would take years to build independently. Through these partnerships, we're rolling out internationally again, connecting payment systems across borders through strategic alliances rather than isolated development. These developments align perfectly with Stronghold's positioning. Regulated stablecoins launching globally, banking institutions embracing digital asset integration, and corporations adopting Bitcoin as a treasury asset. SHX sits at the convergence of these trends, providing the infrastructure to connect these evolving markets. The international payments landscape is transforming rapidly. Stronghold is positioned to capitalize on these changes through our partnership strategy and established infrastructure.